Hi everyone, Veronica here with Daily Foods, and I'm back again today to share with you a super simple vegan dump freezer meal. This is a steamed lentil and bean chili. We're basically just going to open all these containers of the ingredients you see on your screen, dump them into my large cast iron stock pot, and let them simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes. Then we're going to let them cool and divide this into freezer bags for easy grab and reheat chili meals. So let's get started. All right, and the simple ingredients that you'll need for this vegan dump freezer meal are 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 cans of drained kidney beans, the 15-ounce size, 1 can of sweet corn drained. This is a 9-ounce size. 2 packages of the Trader Joe's steamed lentils, a 1/4 cup of chili powder, a tablespoon of dried oregano, 2 cans of this tomato sauce from Trader Joe's, 2 cans of drained pinto beans. We're going to do a tablespoon of the onion salt and 3 of these cubes of crushed garlic from the freezer. And the equipment that you'll need for this freezer meal prep are some freezer bags. It just depends on how many portions you want to divide this chili into. This is going to make 24 servings of chili, so you can do your math there. You're going to need a cup measure for the water, a stirring spoon, a can opener, a 1/4 cup measure, and a teaspoon measure, as well as a large stock pot. I'm going to use my Lodge cast iron Dutch oven to simmer all this down. All right, I have everything here in place ready to dump into my stock pot. So the first thing I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna turn on my heat to medium-high heat. And if you notice too, I don't have any oil, so you don't have to add any fat to this recipe if you prefer. If you do wanna add a little fat, you can do about a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and you would add that right now when your stock pot is heating up. But since we're gonna make this a fat-free dish, we're just gonna start dumping our ingredients into our stock pot and then stir it around, pour the water on top, and let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes. All right, first I have those garlic cubes in there and 2 packages of the steamed lentils. Just gonna dump that in. This is just such a super simple, easy way to prepare chili ahead of time without having to do a whole lot of work. You don't even have to chop anything for this recipe. Okay, then we're gonna add our canned corn, our canned pinto beans, and our canned kidney beans. You're definitely gonna want a large enough stock pot to simmer all of these ingredients at one time. Then we're going to add all of our seasonings. This is our chili powder, our salt, onion salt, cumin, and dried oregano. See, if you pour them all into one dish, it makes it really quick and easy to add them in at one time. Then I just have 2 cans of tomato sauce. All right, and then I'm just gonna pour in some water to cover all of these ingredients in the pot and stir it around, and then let it simmer on medium-high heat for about 30 to 45 minutes or until everything has cooked down nicely and all the flavors have married. And I'll show you what that looks like when that time comes. You can cover this with a lid if you prefer. That will help keep all the heat in while you're boiling it, but you can also leave it uncovered. I really like to do this meal prep because this is just a really quick and easy way to add protein to any dish and fiber. So if you have the protein and fiber already prepared in the freezer, it just takes a lot of time out of meal serving time. So I really like to prepare my proteins and my fiber all ahead of time basically. And this recipe makes that really simple and easy. Right in this pot here, I have 24 servings of lentils and beans, as well as corn and some of those spices. So if you're counting your daily dozen, this is a really great way to get a lot of the daily dozen into one dish. And look how pretty all those colors are together in the pot. Yum. All right, so here's what this meatless chili looks like after cooking for 30 minutes on medium-high heat. It's nice and cooked down. The flavors are married. I am gonna let this cook for about another 10 to 15 minutes because I do want this to be pretty condensed. I can always add more liquid when I go to reheat this, but I don't want to have to store so much liquid in the freezer. So I'll let you see what that looks like after about 40 minutes of cooking. But this is what it looks like after 30 minutes. All right, and here's what this meatless chili looks like after simmering for 40 minutes on medium-high heat. I did stir occasionally to prevent the chili from sticking to the bottom of the pot, but as you can see, a lot of the moisture has evaporated. The lentils and the beans have cooked down. They're nice and tender, and this looks like a really delicious meatless chili. I am going to serve a little bit of this for lunch right now, and then I'm going to let it cool and portion it into freezer bags. But I'm super excited because this pot right here is going to make me 24 servings of vegan protein, and it cost just over 60 cents per serving. So this is actually a super cheap, super easy dump meal that cooks in 40 minutes and is packed with plant-based protein and fiber. And if you're counting your daily dozen, this is really a great recipe to do that. It's also oil-free and basically fat-free as well. So let's serve this up into a bowl, and then I'll show you what it looks like in freezer bags. And these are what the meatless chili packets look like after I've portioned them into the freezer bags. I put about 2 to 4 servings per bag. I did one with a little less and one with a little more, just for variations depending on how many people I'm serving. But I also made sure to push all of the air out of the bags and put the date and label it with the name of the recipe. So you want to make sure and lay these flat so that they can be in your freezer very nicely, and they'll thaw out a lot easier if they're pushed out flat like that. But these are ready to go into the freezer, and these will last for about 3 months in the freezer. And for reheating, simply thaw in the refrigerator overnight, or thaw in the microwave, or open the bag and put it into a pot with a little water and simmer for about 10 minutes. And that's it. And I do have some of this Trader Joe's dairy-free mozzarella style shreds. This is made with cashews. This is definitely not a whole food plant-based ingredient, but if you're trying to serve this to someone who doesn't care about that, this is a good dairy-free option. I'm going to sprinkle some of this on top of my meatless chili and then serve it with some of these organic yellow corn tortilla chips. But yum, look at that. And there you go, some meatless chili made in just about 40 minutes. That is perfect for freezer meal prep, and the chili costs just about 60 cents per serving. So this is definitely just a really great way to add some vegan protein into your meal prep routine, as well as fiber. And I'm gonna go enjoy this right now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe for more vegan meal prep school, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.